another one. This time it's not automatic, it is manual. So I finally decided to purchase another G35. The other one obviously was automatic. I feel like this one, I wouldn't have to swap anything over as far as like transmission. I feel like that'd be a headache and so forth. Geez, it's a bit hot. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that only needs to be transferred over is the coilovers, the fuel return kit, which, you know, is not too big of an issue, but I mean, as far as the platform, I feel like it's a little bit better. I'll probably just put this motor, it has 130,000 miles on it. Put that motor into the other one. I don't know, probably just use that as a backup daily or something like that. But I mean, as far as like the whole kit of transferring, you know, doing the swap, the manual swap to the automatic, I mean, I don't know, I feel like that was going to be a hassle. This car is actually not bad. You know, it's decently clean. It is the tan interior. It's got a little double din, you know, things like that. It's not bad. The only thing that I found, honestly, that was a little bit of an issue with this thing was the rack and pinion. It is slightly leaking, but I mean, you know, what can you do? I mean, I planned on replacing it in the other one because I saw a little bit of leaking in that one, so I was like, you know, why not? Might as well do that one. But honestly, it's probably gonna come down to doing both. Just so if I want to sell the other one, I can, you know, without giving that other, you know, buyer an issue with that later on down the road. I mean, surprisingly, man, this car motor has Z1 Motorsports, what do you call it? The silicone hoses all the way around. This car is well taken care of, honestly. There's a little bit of a popping noise on some turns. I was looking at the bushings. The bushings look okay. The motor mount on the driver's side, that is the one that seems to be a little bit of an issue. It's got some play to it, but I don't know if that's making the popping sound or is it maybe the subframe bushings. I have to take a deeper look at it when I have the motor out, and then we can, you know, start inspecting all the bushings. But overall, you know, I'm gonna probably put new bushings in it regardless. I'm gonna go with the Z1 Motorsports, probably the urethane bushings, the polys, not the solid motor mounts. I feel like that would give it too much vibration. I feel like that would bother me because I kind of want something of like a street car that's, you know, drivable. You know, it's not something I can kind of take almost out of town without, you know, feeling tons of vibration, noise, things like that. You know, something streetable. And that's pretty much, you know, what I can do with this. I noticed in the rear, the diff has a little bit of residual oil, but I mean, I plan on swapping the diff from a 370 to this one if I can find one. So that's ultimately the plan for this thing. Good news is the heads came back from the machine shop. So we got brand new machined valve job. We have the BC cams, the stage 3s, the titanium retainers. So yeah, we got that all back. Talked to Jaime at Central Valley Performance, and he thinks that he could possibly have that done possibly by Saturday. Right now it is Monday. This video probably won't go out until possibly Tuesday or Wednesday. So if we have it down Saturday, he's closed on Sunday, so we could probably use that extra day on Sunday to start getting this one prepped. You know, getting the fuel return put in, swapping off the coilover, suspension, you know, all that good stuff. And actually make a nice leap toward, you know, the progressing this thing to the boosted VQ it's gonna be. So I'm kind of in limbo with what kit I want to use with the turbo. I have a Turbonetics kit, so I'm not sure if I want to run that though, because I mean, I've heard from multiple people it is a little bit on the lower end power side of things. Boost Performance makes a great kit, I've heard. I've seen it for the HR. I kind of seen it for the DE a little bit, but not too much. There's a guy on YouTube that does run that kit for the DE, and that thing sounds phenomenal, and it puts out good power. It makes like 600, 700. He's got a built motor just like I'm gonna have. So I mean, it's gonna be no problem in me producing that power, because I mean I have Eagle rods, CP 9-to-1 compressor pistons, and then obviously like a semi-built head minus the OE valves and whatnot. So I mean, it feels like I'm gonna have no problem in making power that way. But as far as getting to the power, I kind of want a solid, reliable kit, you know, that I'm not gonna have to change out. Obviously, I was thinking about going with like a comp turbo, obviously oilless. If I do go that route, I kind of don't want to do a scavenge pump. That kind of seems like a pain, but that's kind of where we're at right now. I'll get out and I'll show you guys what the outside looks like. It's actually not too bad. I expected it to be like, there's so many G's out there that have like clear coat, you know, just peeling off. They want so much money for it. It's like, guys, be realistic, you know. It's not an HR, but you know, people want what they want for their vehicle, so I don't blame them. Sometimes, you know, they want to get as much money out of it as they can. So we got the white, the Pro White. I do love that it does come with Brembos. Obviously my other one didn't, so don't have to worry about swapping out a big brake kit for this. You know, probably just upgrade the rotors to probably drilled and slotted, stainless steel lines, things like that, just to give it a little more oomph. The hood was kind of in tough shape apparently, so it's wrapped in a black vinyl, obviously black wrap. Bumper, I'm not going with the bumper on my other one. I had the Kuruma Z bumper on it, so I'm probably gonna get that painted color match to this one. So I mean, that bumper's like $500. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. So I mean, it's good overall looking car. I mean, the roof is wrapped in black. Actually, it looks decently okay. So yeah, I don't like the wing or the OEM spoiler, whatever you want to call it. I kind of want to take that off and just fill the holes, because I like the way that my other one looked. Probably debadge the rear. So yeah, that's what she looks like. That's probably the biggest update I have right now. And then if Saturday, I'll probably try to film the progression of the engine being built. That kind of be a cool like time lapse of having that built. But we'll see if we can get that done. Alrighty. I also forgot to add, obviously my other one didn't have AC for a while because the supercharger, the Vortec, that blower sat like right pretty much on top of the high pressure line for the AC. So I mean, it made a little slot in it, and shit, I didn't have AC for a good amount of time. So I mean, good thing is this one does have AC, so we don't have to worry about that, and you know, only running it so often, you know, because you know, whoever doesn't have ACs right now and in this weather is gonna be sweating. Another thing is with transmission, it's probably got a stock clutch in it, I'm assuming. My Nismo has a stage 2 XD, so I mean, that one felt pretty good. I honestly do want to go with the stage 3 from Georgia at Unique Motorsports. Go with the stage 3, the flywheel, and the Slave. No, is it Slave? Yeah, I believe so. And go with that setup. I mean, because obviously if I'm making that type of power, or potential power, I kind of want to have something to back it, so I'm not slipping into the whole time. And even with the 370Z differential, that kind of help as well. I'm pretty sure that these ones come with the CD. It's not a 009, so I kind of want to go toward that if I can find one locally, or you know, semi-locally. That'd kind of be nice to have, you know, just so I can handle that power and not have to worry about, you know, like a transmission blowing up. That kind of be like the worst thing to happen, you know, just headache after headache. So I mean, I kind of want to do something. I want to build it right the first time. Kind of with the G35, the other one, it was like not half-assed, but I mean, I got excited of putting a Vortec kit on there with boost, you know, not getting a return kit as soon as possible, you know, running into, you know, that type of issue, fueling issue, belt slip, all the headaches. I feel like I was just chasing my tail the whole time, you know, and it was like I didn't get the full potential of what that Vortec kit could have done. And I can't not regret it, but I mean, I just wish I had more time with it. But you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I feel like a turbo application would kind of be, you know, a little bit more little bit more fun. So that's where we're at right now. I do have an exhaust coming in for this thing. I'm not gonna disclose that yet, but maybe when this video is released, I'll hopefully have that installed. But if not, it'll probably be in the next video. But we'll see how it sounds, and we'll go from there. All right, little update. I was able to go back to CVP and put my old wheel setup on. I know I'm missing a lug nut right there. It fell off. I don't know how, but it fell off. I had one of the tires and wheel in the back seat, and I couldn't move the seat all the way forward, so I couldn't get it all the way out. So we decided to throw the draggies on. It's like not too bad. I was driving probably not even a couple miles, and the traction control light and the ABS light came on. So I mean, probably have to unplug that, because every time I'm like braking, not hard, but like semi decently, it feels like a sponge. I know that's not the booster going out, but I felt that when I had this on the my other G35. So I mean, it's not too bad of a setup. I like the white on black setup. Looks dope. See a little distance of a pick here. Yeah, it's not too bad. See if I can get these what do you call it, powder coated again, and then get these repaired a little bit. But I mean, it's gonna be the race car, so I mean, trying to look good while it goes fast. So that's what she looks like.